Hey, what's up? This is your girl Diamond. How are you? I have a visitor.
Hey, it's Chanel, Miss Smith, everybody.
I met Chanel. I'm just meeting her today for the first time. How I ran into her. I saw her video on YouTube and she was discussing down low men, and I told her that I was gonna do a video response to it. And then I went to her page to kind of explore, and she added me on Facebook, and I was like, oh, she lives in Houston. So since we both live in Houston, I was like, well, girl, you can come over and do a video, and with me. And so that's what I told her to come over and do. So that's why she's here. Thank you.
No problem. I love you. I've been watching you since I was knee high to a grasshopper.
So how old are you?
I'm 23. I'll be 24 next month on the 20th.
Okay, cute. How long have you been in transition?
I've been living my life full time as a woman since I was 15. Started the hormone thing on and off about 3 years ago.
Okay. So what do you do?
I work in the refineries as a safety attendant, fire watch, hold watch. Basically making sure fires don't break out.
Okay. One of the topics that she talked about in her video is down low men and dating them and that whole rigmarole with that. So can you talk about a little bit about that?
Well, at first, it really didn't bother me because I liked it. I liked being the mistress. I liked being the whore. I liked sneaking around with these men. Oh, he's straight. So, it was better to me to be with a straight man than going to the gay club and messing with, flamboyant guys that are like, man, what are we going to do? Playing each other hair? So, it was just it was a thrill. And I liked it. But as I matured into a woman, I'm like, if he's down low, then he's not going to accept me for me. It's not going to be public. I'm not going to meet the family and nothing like that. So that's when it became a problem. And I'm like, if you're down low, I'll casual date. But as far as getting in a relationship with them, I just know that it's not going to work.
Right. When I was younger, it used to be validation. It was about, if this straight man can like me, it validates my womanhood. If another element is, when I was younger, this is my mindset, crazy as fuck, but I had no respect for bio females men.
Mm-hmm.
If you were somebody who was you were a chick and your boyfriend was trying to holler at me,
yeah,
that validated my womanhood.
Yeah,
because he's trying to holler at me.
Mine's too.
I didn't think about the big picture. I thought about it just ooh, well, he likes me, so I must be his signal and you're not fish.
Yeah,
that's how I thought about it, and that's how I went about it. Now, you would think the same thing would be with trans women's men, but because of how we think about tranny chasers, me messing with a transgender woman's man is almost like I'm getting somebody sloppy seconds, so that's not prestigious.
Yeah.
So I don't want any transgender man. If you had her, I'm not gonna have you.
Yeah.
I'm something that you won't be able to touch.
Yeah, it's gonna fall on the lines of, oh, you gonna think you're a training chaser.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna automatically go to that because having you, there's no prestige. She can actually kind of pooch a little bit because she came behind me and had my man. Yeah. She wanted him and she had him after me. No, you never be able to say I had him.
Okay.
You may have had one of mine after me.
Okay.
But it went into that mentality because there was no prestige in dealing with a transgender woman's man. But for a heterosexual woman, her man, it's ooh, it's some prestige there.
I got fish man.
Yeah. It kind of, when I was younger, but as I got older, it was no, that's stupid. You're getting used by a down low brother.
Pretty much.
At the end of the day.
How I feel.
At the end of the day.
Second place don't get a prize.
Right, because he's still the one. She's still the one that he's going to the movies with.
Exactly.
And giving his check to.
Exactly.
Even if he gave you some coins,
he gotta get out the bed with us to go home to her.
Right. Exactly. That never was something that it got to a point where it wasn't comfortable to me at all being in that situation, and I wanted a man for myself, and because I believed in karma, I didn't want that to come back on me, and that was how did it change for you? How did it change from that to what it is now?
Because I mean, like, every heterosexual woman wants I wouldn't really say family, but just a man of her own. A man that loves her, shows her attention, like somebody she can call hers, basically. And that's pretty much all I wanted. And I realized, me messing with these down low men, I could catch the attention of any man I want or sleep with any man I want. But when it comes to me calling them my own, I couldn't find it.
Gotcha. So how's your dating life now?
I just casual date. Like,
Do you tell your team?
No.
Why
Because
not?
it's casual dating. Because it's none of their business. Like, if I don't look at you like, oh, we're going to be in a relationship, or, like, if I'm not trying to take it serious, no. Because I feel like I deserve for everyone to get to know me before I tell them. Because it's just like, once you tell them, they either become a pervert or they just stop talking to you. So I feel like you should be able to have the chance to get to know the real me. So when I do tell you, you can be like, oh, well, she is cool, blase, and then you make your decision from there.
What's the difference? See, for me, I don't tell my tea up front, but I tell them before my heart gets in it.
Yeah.
I definitely tell them before my heart gets in it, because I feel, I was talking to you earlier about it, I feel that it's kind of like going down a dead-end street.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're going down and it's nice, this ride is nice, you're seeing all the pretty houses on it, but eventually, when you get to the dead end, you're going to have to turn back around and get back in the same spot that you were in,
Mm-hmm.
starting over, because when he says no, if he's not down with it, you'll be back single. So what's the point in going through and getting your heart broken, that kind of deal?
Well, my thing is, I try not to get my feelings involved. Like, I just try to milk it for what it's worth. Because, like, we all know that, but prior to a man on IT, he's the perfect gentleman. Like, our knight in shining armor. Like, he just does everything that we've always wanted a man to do. So, I try to get those things, like, because ain't no man just finna be my knight in shining armor in a public way if he knows my teeth. At least not too many of them now. So, like, I just, like, try to get the fish treatment while it's there. Because it's like, once you tell them, I mean, y'all probably gonna fuck around at each other's house or at a hotel room, but not at the 5-star restaurants no more. I'm for real, though.
So have you ever dated, like, a trans attracted man? Like a man that is, that's down and open?
Girl, I had so many boyfriends, or I don't think so.
You've never
'Cause
had
it was
one that
such
just
a
treated you
thrill.
nice after it?
Yeah, I have, but it was just what it was. Like, we're not together. I mean, you know what, I lied. One time I was able to, I would say, turn a straight man out. Well, not really, but he knew my teeth prior into going into it, but I was still his first. Okay. And he was still with me, and it was a relationship. Like walks on the beach, things like that. But it's just, he became a kid in a candy store.
Are you one of the girls that had this movie idea of a relationship? Because you just said walks on the beach and that's
movie. But but that's just what it was. But I mean, he happened to turn into a kid in a candy store since I was his first transsexual. Although, like, I was the more passable ones down there, he still wanted to, like, experiment with the other ones. Or, like,
you opened up this world to him.
Pretty much. So he wanted to mess with the next one and the next one and the next one. And I'm like, no.
I want to add that to people out there that's listening. That's another thing why I stopped dating people who first timers, because you can't help but to open the world up to them. Because it's kind of like, if you're introducing this to them, they're not going to automatically say, oh, I'm done with this life. I'm about that life. Ain't nobody gonna automatically do that. They have to play around and see if this is for them.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want somebody who's been around the mill, you know, every
and
circle.
wants to keep going.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't want that. But I do want somebody who is not their first time at the rodeo. Because it kind of lets me know that they've had the experience and it's just not that kind of deal. I don't want a first timer. That's not something I would want.
Me neither. Like that's why I tend to stick with older men who's been around the block a few times and they pretty much know what they want. Like not just they done cheating, you know, fucking around, staying out late. They mess with their trainees, had their experiments, and they know they're attracted to transsexuals. So they want to settle down with the perfect one. That's what I like. That's what I like.
Gotcha. Where do you think the state of black transsexual women is today?
We're in the dark, and it's just so many things. We're in the dark because there's no unity. There's always competition. Like you'll never ever see a group of transsexuals. I don't care what color they are. Well, black. You will never just see like a group of transsexuals that are genuine friends. Genuine. Like it ain't no competition, no shade, like helping each other. Like you'll just never see that. And
do you see that in regular girls either? Usually regular girls,
well,
they have one or two Judys, but they don't just have a group.
I mean, well, it's hard to find two that are genuine friends. You like titties. and then like also, I don't want transsexuals to always feel like, oh, they have to be in the gay scene or they can only go to the gay clubs. No, go break it up at the straight club. You know, like I'm tired of being the only one. Like that's crazy to me because like you want to be passable and be fish, but yet and still you're always in the gay clubs. So like the state of that, like the state of black transsexual is like there's no unity. They're always running back to the place that they don't want to be labeled as. Like they don't want to be labeled as, you know, a trainee. Like they want to be a heterosexual female. Well, do heterosexual female things.
Not me. That's
well, a lot of people.
Because I think that's a issue in the trans community. They strive to be whatever gender they are, you know, transitioning to, whether it be male to female or female to male. Mm-hmm. They strive to be that, so they be uber females with lashes and you know, over the top females when that's not really a regular girl. Or they disdain from everything that their path in the past. Like they don't want any of the, I don't want to be a transgender, I don't want to be transsexual. With me, I am okay with my history. Yeah. I can't get you. I think it's delusional for girls to totally disown what they are. Because in my mind, and everybody's not going to agree with me with this, in my mind, if you get a sex change, you're a post-op transsexual. The transsexual doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. It doesn't. To me. Now, some girls say, well, when I get a sex change, I'm a woman. I'm a woman, that's what I am. But for me, I think that's delusional. Yeah. I think that, you know, that's not, you know, that's, I give honor to everything that I've been through. Yeah. In my personal life, in my history, I respect it. I respect my ancestors. It's all about like not forgetting where you came from. Right. Of course, my past doesn't define who I am today. I mean, it doesn't define what my future is going to be. It just led me to where I am today. So, and I'm proud of it. I've been through a lot. And if you are a good person, I think, if you are a good person and you're somebody who lives a life that you are proud of, then your past is what created that person. So I'm proud of it, and I am, and I think by even what you just said about the gay community, although I think you should be able, like you said, I think you should go everywhere. But there's nothing wrong with being in the LGBT community. And I say gay, when I say gay community, I mean the LGBT, not just gay man. it's nothing wrong to me to be labeled as gay, as in LGBT, not labeled as a gay man.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with that because I'm not a gay man. But being labeled as the gay community, as in the LGBT community, I have no problem with that label, because if I say that I have a problem with it, it goes along with the storyline and the negative connotation that comes with it that the heterosexual community give to us and give to all that kind of stuff. It's like that's another thing that I think that transsexuals do. Once they assimilate into that society, into the heteronormative society, when you get so passable that you just live in it, you take on that the negative views of that community.
Yeah.
When that's the community you came from, that's the community. Even if you didn't live, even if say that you just became a transsexual and you didn't really do the gay clubs anyway, because some people don't do that.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't live in there, some of the privileges that you have today were affected by that movement. That LGBT movement, some of the privileges you have today are affected by that. So when you try to just make that like a total negative thing, to me it is delusional. To me it is hypocritical. It is doing a disservice to you. Is disrespecting all the people like Bayard Rustin, Lady Lava, all these historic people in the community that paved the way for us to get these privileges, to pave the way for it not to be legal for somebody to actually even fucking do your sex change.
Yeah.
Who paved the way. When you I think it's disrespectful to that. And so for me, I don't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Now, but I can't tell somebody else how to live their life. So another girl can say, well, I just don't want to be a part of the community. I want to get my sex change and do my thing. And that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
And that's cool because that's her choice.
I mean, yeah, but I'm definitely not saying neglect, the whole community. But me personally, like where I come from, there wasn't any gay clubs. Me coming up, I had to watch Fish. Like I had to watch Fish put her makeup on, Fish do her hair. When I was in the club, I had to watch Fish dance. So like a lot of like my mannerisms and my characteristics are just from Fish. And I just feel like you don't always, you can, be a part of the gay community because at the end of the day, we all are, no matter how much we think we're Fish. But if that's all you stick to, I think that affects your mannerism. I think, that affects just like a whole lot. Because if all you do is see, gay males in the club voguing and doing all this stuff, like, you're not going to know how to act woman-like. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not going to be lady-like.
Now, hold on. This is what I thought about. I thought about this too, in that situation. One of the things that us as transgender women, when we grow up, and the reason why we are what we are is because we have a natural inclination to be that. So we don't have to learn it. It just comes naturally for us. So what are we learning? Like, what are you saying that they're learning?
It's basically like, how like they say, oh, well, she do that or he do that because that's all he know. Like, that's all he see. That's all he seen coming up. So it's like if you're always in the gay club, if you're always around other, I don't even want to say that word, but punks. I don't mean it like that. But, like if that's all you're around and that's all you see, then, it can't help but affect. And you can't help but get things, from that you see because that's all you see. Like, like they say, like a lot of transsexuals are loud and fool-eyed and just crazy because, that's really all they see. Not saying that that's all that's in the gay clubs, but if that's all, you do, like, in the only place you go to, then of course, a time or two, you're going to see some foolery going on. Like, more than once because you're there every weekend. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look at that. It's the culture is going to become who you are. Yeah. But is that culture negative?
It's not negative, but someone can make anything negative. So, if just the particular clubs you go to, if it's just a bunch of foolery every time you go, it may rub off on you. And I just can't see why somebody would want to be a part of that anyway. Not saying that all clubs are like that, but a lot are. That's all you see is foolery.
Gotcha. See, when I go to gay clubs, Do I see foolery sometimes? All the time?
No.
Or the majority of the time?
You
Not
know,
really.
and it doesn't even
Now
have
I see
to be
the gay
foolery.
culture.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be foolery. It could just be like, you know, like the males queening out, and you know how some things just rub off on you. Like if your friend just always say a certain word, that word may rub off on you. Like you may find yourself saying it and
like
not. Yeah,
fish.
like yeah, you won't even. You know, like you won't even know. And if like you know all your friends are flamboyant, there's nothing wrong with that because you know that's how a lot of gay men are. Like if you know they're just flamboyant. And yes, bitch. Like you have it at work, honey. Like I don't think that. Transsexuals, you know, like I don't say things like that unless I'm just being funny.
For me, what I think what makes you a good person in that regard is when to turn it on and when to turn it off. When you know how to turn it on and not turn it off. I got plum food like that. When I get in a gay club and I want to kiki with my gay son or when I'm in that, I can do that. But when I'm at work, I don't give any of that. I know when to cut it on and know when to cut it off. I think that's what makes the difference in people.
That's why you have to get out and experience more. And you know, like it's okay to have fish friends. You know, like you have to see more. Because if that's all you know, then I mean, you may not know how to turn it off.
Yeah, I think if you don't know how to turn it off, that's what number one. It can get you clogged.
Yeah, good clocked and chopped.
It can get you in all that kind of situation. But I think. I don't want it to. A lot of girls, I understand it when you say it like that. You got to know when to, you know, when to use it, when not to use it. But when a lot of girls, it's almost like a pretentiousness. Oh, like they're pooching. Like, oh, I don't do the gay club. You know, it's. I know you've seen girls like that,
of course.
where it's almost like, but girl, why are you? It doesn't matter. Like you're making it seem like being in that culture is a negative thing. That part of it is a negative. It's when you you know, when you don't know how to cut it off. I think that's the problem that comes with it.
I totally agree.
Okay. What are your goals?
My goals, of course, I don't want to sound like everybody else, but I want to be a model. Like I can just see myself being.
Who's your favorite model?
My favorite model would be Naomi Campbell.
Why?
Because I think I give myself Naomi. No, I mean, I just like her because, like, I feel like she, like, what she did, like, nobody else can ever, you know, like, try to compete. You know, like, yeah, there's Tyra and, you know, other black models, cool. But, like, I just like Naomi Campbell because, like, she's her own person. And, I mean, she doesn't really try to appear to be just this perfect person. I mean, you know, like you hear stories about her doing this, doing that. I mean, you know, like most people would just try to be perfect. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, but I just like Naomi. Like, I like her whole look, her accent, how she always wear the long hair with the part down the middle. Like, I love it.
What? Who else other than that? Name your top three. So Naomi. Who else?
Naomi. I like Eva, but she really.
What's her last name?
Pickford, but I think she got married, so it changed. Like, I liked her, like, mainly for her walk. Her walk, and she can always rock the short hair. So, I like that. And, who else? I mean, I really don't have any favorites. I like models, period. Like, sometimes I just sit on YouTube and watch the Alexander McQueen fashion shows or Chanel. And, like, I just like models, period. So, there's really not too many favorites.
Gotcha. My favorite is, my top is Linda Evangelista. You know her?
No.
You gotta know your history if you're gonna be a model.
I know, right?
She came in the era of the supermodels with Naomi. The girls was Linda, Christy, Cindy Crawford. Linda Evangelista, Christy Turlington, Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell. There's some other ones, but they weren't to me. I didn't feel them. But Linda is my favorite. Naomi's walk is my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm not really. Her look is.
I love girl.
She's sickening. She's a model. She's a model, so of course she has to be sickening. But you know, she wasn't a chameleon enough for me.
Yeah.
I like models who you can see a picture of them and be like, "That's so and so." When I see Naomi,
you see Naomi.
I know it's Naomi. I've never seen her look different in my mind. So I like people who can look different. and she's gorgeous, hands down. You can't take nothing away from that mug. But she's just not a chameleon. And to me, a model is a person, a talented model is a person who can look like
and adapt to anything
and look
like,
different,
yeah.
and that kind of. And the chameleon of the '90s models was Linda, and Linda's a beast.
I'm not doing my homework on
yeah, look her up. Danielle, she's from the '70s. Is she from the '70s? I gotta show you her. I like her lines, how her posing. I love Coco, the new girl.
Yeah.
Coco, I can't remember her last name, but Coco, she's a new girl.
I know who you're talking about.
Her K-Moss. K-Moss is lovely. It's something about Laura Stone that I like. Do you know Laura Stone?
No.
I'm gonna need you to get in your mouth.
No, but you know who I like? No, I like the girl who did the J'adore Dior commercial. You remember she was like late and she was running up the stairs. She had on all black and she was running to the dressing room. And it was the commercial with Marilyn Monroe. Madonna was in it. You know what commercial I'm talking about? It was for the J'adore Dior perfume.
Charlize?
Yeah, her. I love her. Yeah, she just gave me everything. Like, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, I love Charlize.
And then the other one when she was walking and she was taking off her jewelry.
Oh yeah, that's Charlize.
Yeah, I love her.
When she was in the gold dress.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love her for acting. She's one of my favorite actresses. Yeah, but models definitely Linda Evangelista. It was somebody else that I just named. Who's your favorite designers?
My favorite. I'm really not big on designers.
How you gonna be a model and not know?
No, I mean, I'm just not of course, like I like the normals like Alexander McQueen, Chanel, like Roberto Cavalli, you know, things like that. But I'm just really not a label whore. I'm not.
Gotcha. What else? What would be your dream location to do a photo shoot at?
My dream? I want to do a photo shoot in the freezing cold. In a summer outfit.
Really?
I don't even know the like the whole concept. And I have another one, but I'm not gonna tell y'all because I don't want nobody taking it. But like I just want to do like freezing cold snow and me in summer clothes. I don't know why. Like I don't know. Like I guess it shows the strength and, you know, strong, like just a flawless photo. Like I don't know. I know that's weird, but
Gotcha. How did you end up finding my videos? Do you remember?
I'm a YouTube fanatic. Like, I'll just sit on YouTube and watch the craziest things, and then I'll click on related videos, and then I don't even know. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. But it was back when you were on with Thailand in Transport, and y'all, you know, have y'all discussions and things like that. And then I found No Choking.
I always wonder how people find me, because everybody has a different story, and it's always, you know, somebody posted your video on Facebook and I went and checked you out, or somebody posted your video here. And
I thought you was done because I didn't see any more recent videos from, you know, you in Thailand. I was like, this bitch, like, she's gone. And I don't know how I came across No Choking, but it wasn't like, it took a while.
Yeah. Well, for everybody, I was telling her this when we first decided to do a video together. For everybody wondering, like, what happened with that, me and Ty are still friends. That's still one of my best friends. What was going on is that when I moved to Houston, I moved here by myself. I didn't have anybody here. So, you know, I got settled and was getting my life. And once I was telling Ty about how great it was down here, she was like, oh, well, bitch, I'm going to move. You know, I'm going to move down there too. So she ended up coming, and I said, well, you can stay with me till you get on your feet. And, you know.
What real friends do.
That's the tea. So she came and she stayed with me, and we started the YouTube. Well, I had already had my channel, and she started to be on, since she was in my house, why not have her sit down and we discuss transgender stuff? So that's what happened, and we would discuss, you know, whatever we felt like discussing. So once she got her apartment, we didn't live on the same side of town. She lived on the southwest, I lived on the north, so it just wasn't time that we can do videos. It just really wasn't. So, and then ties in, if she has her own channel, she, you know, she ain't even into doing videos anyway.
So
it wasn't her thing.
Trying to get together and by being such the distance, and then it's really not her thing.
It's not her thing anyway. So,
tell them it ain't no beef.
It definitely, it ain't no beef or nothing like that. People have been hitting me up, asking, well, I heard this and I heard that. And I was like, no. It was nothing negative like that. She just got her own place, and so we just didn't have time to.
Y'all have different lives.
And we have different lives.
Y'all each have your own life.
Yeah. But we have fun doing it. And I'm sure one of these days we gonna do another one, but you know. It is what it is. So what's your channel? My
channel is Diamond Chanell. That's spelled, I'm Diamond too, but it's spelled different. It's DYMEMONDCHANELL.
Okay. What is the focus of your channel? Like, where is it going?
The focus of my channel.
Because you rarely just started, right?
Like I'm just starting. It's hard for me to post videos all the time, but like really just to get my name out there, my face, and just talk about different things that I go through in life and different things that I see and my opinion and the output on things, and just pretty much make a name for myself, and so I can connect with you all and y'all can know who I am.
Okay. All right. Well. This is your girl Diamond, and I'm sure since she lives in Houston, you're going to see her again.
You will.
We got some projects that we're going to be working on, and y'all have to wait to see what those are. And
they're going to be good, though.
But they're really good. We have some ideas, and we hope you guys are going to enjoy them. So, this is Chanell. This is Diamond. Have a great day.
Bye.